What is up, you guys? This is Super Sega Ultra 1997 here. It's one of those nights again where I can't even sleep for the life of me. So I thought I'd do another collection video. And this time it's on the good old-fashioned PlayStation 2. Now, I bought this PS2. This is the fat PS2. When I originally had a PS2 back in the day, which was around 2007, it wasn't this big bitch right here. No, in fact, it was the slim model. It was the black slim model. I think it was the second iteration of the slim, I want to say. Either that one. I think it was that one. And, yeah, that was my first experience with a PS2 was in 2007. And let me tell you, this is a great console. It sold really well. Legendary console, a lot of great games on it. And I bought this guy for $20. I bought this big bitch for $20 in 2016 when I wasn't doing shit with my life at the time. So yeah, but this is a great console. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to like give it a shot and try out the games on here. So yeah, there's my big boy PS2, and then here's a controller, the DualShock 2. So yeah, that controller was given to me by my friend Mohammed. Let's put this sexy bitch on the side for now. And then here are the games I'm going to show off here. My collection may not be as big as other people's, but it's a decent amount of games. I want to say a good, like, 25% of which were, like, Goodwill pickups. So, without further ado, yeah, let's get started. This is my PS2 collection of 2023. Let's get started with this stack first. First game we have is the very first Devil May Cry, which actually I have beaten it last night, but not on the PS2, but on the Devil May Cry HD collections on my PS4, on the PS4 version of the collection, if you've seen my PS4 collection video, which I've actually played on PS5, and I've beaten it last night, the first game, and I've beaten the second game a few hours ago as well. And I'll talk about the second game in another video, but all I gotta say, it's a good game for what it was for its time back in 2001. But playing this game now in 2023, there's some parts of this game that kind of aged poorly. One thing in particular, I think that kind of aged poorly about the first one has to be the fucking camera. The camera on this thing is fucking obnoxious. I can't stand the camera in the first Devil May Cry. And maybe some of the combat, maybe some parts of it have not aged the best, but in spite of all that, it's still a decent game. I give it a solid B plus. It's a B tier game for me. It's good. It's a good game, but I think a B tier is a good place to put it. Jet Li Rise to Honor. Oh my god, this game is fucking difficult. This game was hard as shit. I used to play this game as a kid. I got stuck on that one part with that one dude in the alley or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's been like fucking 15, 16 years since I've last played this game. And yeah, this game is fucking... It will fuck you up. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. This was based off the third movie that came out at the time. And it's nice to see that Brendan Fraser is actually back again in the movie making scene with, you know, The Whale. The Whale is pretty underrated, but pretty good movie. But anyway, haven't played it. It was given to me by my friend, and I haven't played it. Speaking of movie licensed games, this is the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man game based on the first movie, which came out a few months, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the actual movie came out. If you're going to play this game, go with the OG Xbox version. You get an exclusive level, and it's not nearly as choppy on there. Need for Speed Most Wanted. This was a Goodwill pickup. Yeah, I got it in 2016, and yeah, it's a good game. You know, for fucking a couple bucks at Goodwill, why the fuck not? SOCOM 2 US Navy SEALs. I didn't care for it. Dynasty Warriors 4, which is another pickup from Goodwill, 2016 or 2017. I forget when I got that one. Enter the Matrix. Loved this game as a kid. We used to own it on GameCube many years ago. And, yeah, we liked it at the time as a kid, but playing this game now, it's just fucking, Path of Neo is way better. Mortal Kombat Deception. No, I did not pay $2.99 for it. That would be fucking fire, but no, I actually swapped this out with NBA Street Ballers. So, yeah, the case at least. Mortal Kombat Armageddon. This one's trash. I hate it. Fuck that game. Oh my god, here's another shitty licensed game. And it's based off one of my few favorite animes. My third favorite anime of all time. And from Hunter x Hunter creator Yoshihiro Togashi. That being Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament. Dude, this game is absolutely trash. This game is fucking ass, bro. You want to play some good YYH games? Play some of the Super Famicom ones. Play Meikyo Toitsuzan on the Mega Drive. And play 128% and Battle. And Battle Yu Yu Hakusho 128%. And play Yu Yu Hakusho Forever. Play any of those ones. And hell, I would rather take the fucking Game Boy Advance shit, Spirit Detectives, over this pile of shit. Fuck that game. Fuck this game. Dark Tournament can go suck my ass. Anyway, next one up is Ed, Edd n Eddy, The Misadventures. Like Enter the Matrix, we grew up with this game. We used to watch the show on Cartoon Network when it was on. And yeah, I got this for $3, $3, 2016. You can't beat it for $3. Fuck it. You know, of course, if you play the game now, the game aged like sour milk. That game aged more poorly than fucking a crackhead's fucking pussy, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. Anyway, next one up is the Soul Calibur games. This is Soul Calibur 3. I feel like this one is not as good as Part 2, but it's still a blast to play. I like playing this one. I got this for $5 in 2014. Still have it to this very day. And, you know, yeah, the fighting's pretty good. Yeah, this game's pretty good. I recommend it. Like I said, it can't be Part 2 for me, at least, but it's still a good game. Here it is, Soul Calibur 2. I also got this on GameCube with Link. I used to own the Xbox version many years back, but unfortunately that one got damaged. And, you know, that one, I don't have that one anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but the last I tried playing it, it got scratched and it sucked. But yeah. Anyway, Soul Calibur 2 is pretty good. Pretty good. I like that jank. The GameCube version's my favorite. And last but not least for this stack, we got Robotech Battlecry. Have not seen the anime. I will give the anime a watch one day. But I have played a little bit of this game, and it's not really for me. But, you know, if you like the anime, I recommend it. Then we got some of the Tekken games. We got Tekken 5, which I got for $14 in 2020. I feel like out of the Tekken PS2 games, this one has to be my all-time favorite on PS2. And this one, I think it's the best one, in my personal opinion, for PS2 Tekken games at least. Dude, that Tekken 8, though, I can't wait for that shit to come out. Tekken 8's gonna be fire. That's gonna be a fucking day one purchase for me right there, along with Street Fighter 6. Then we got Tekken 4. Tekken 4. Very, very good game. You know, this was an eBay pickup. I got it during pandemic when we weren't doing shit. And, yeah, this one's also pretty decent too. So I give Tekken 4 a pretty good, solid B tier. And Tekken Tag Tournament, which was a Goodwill pickup in 2017, I want to say. Unfortunately, this disc does not really work all that great for whatever reason. Like, I gotta buy a new disc because the disc on here doesn't really work. So, yeah, Tekken Tag Tournament. Then we got Final Fantasy X-2, which this was a Goodwill pickup as well, in pristine condition too. $5 at Goodwill. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I heard this was actually even better than the first 10. And Final Fantasy X, which I got at a flea market for $5 as well. So, go figure. Then we got the Onimusha games. I'm missing the fourth Onimusha, A New Dawn, or whatever the fuck it's called, but I do plan to get it. Even though that one's like around $40. But we got Onimusha 3, Demon Siege. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. And Onimusha 1, the very first one, Onimusha Warlords. If you're gonna get the first Onimusha, go with the original PS2 release. Do not get the re-released one, because from what I heard, they changed the music for the PS4 and Xbox One re-release due to the music having some legal trouble surrounding it. That's what I heard. That was like the reason why, because I guess the composer was being accused of being a plagiarist. Kind of reminds me, where have I heard that one before? Cough, 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 DBC Kai, cough, cough. But, yeah, but other than that, I give these games a try. It's like Resident Evil, but in like ancient feudal Japan times. So, yeah, I recommend it. And then, of course, we got Need for Speed Pro Street, which was a Goodwill pickup last year for $6. Have not played it. And this was the last time I bought a game for the PS2, honestly. So, yeah. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. You know what? I loved this game as a kid, but playing it now, I played it a few times. I personally don't like this one a whole lot, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really like this one a whole lot. But, you know, if you're a Marvel fan and stuff, then yeah, I say give it a shot if you really like Marvel. And I'm a diehard Marvel fan, and also a diehard Dark Horse fan, as well as like maybe a DC fan here and there. So yeah, that's that. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. I don't like that game that much anymore. Then we got the Jak games. We got Jak 3, which was also a Goodwill pickup. Just like Tekken Tag Tournament, this one doesn't really work all that great. I think I need to replace the disc or get it refurbished somehow. Jak 2, which I haven't played, which I'm afraid to put on my PS2 due to the same issues I had with the other two Jak games on here. And Jak and Daxter 1, which again, the same problem. But I heard good things about these games. I heard these games are fucking amazing. Very amazing games. So, yeah, I gotta replace the discs for them, for them at least. I'm pretty sure it's not that difficult, because loose discs of those are probably not that expensive. So I can probably find them for a good couple bucks. Ninja Assault. I need a light gun to play this game, but it's a light gun game. Kind of like in the same vein as like Virtual Cop or whatever like that. And then we got Alice, based off the TV show. Have not seen the show, but I'm pretty sure this game's not going to be very good. It's probably like a very whack-ass fucking 3D isometric style beat 'em up, which is probably not even that good. Haven't seen the show, so I can't say anything about the show. And it's on Disney Plus too, actually, last I've checked. The Scorpion King, Rise of the Acadian. This was a Goodwill pickup around October 2017. I believe I got this just a few days before Halloween. And, you know what? Fuck this game. I loved the first movie as a kid, but this game actually is not very good. This game is fucking ass. I don't recommend it. Even if you're a fan of the movie, I still avoid it. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, which was a $4 pickup at Goodwill in 2021. You know, it was a racing game. It was cheap, so why the fuck not? Midway Arcade Treasures 2, which was also $5. It was a $5 pickup as well. In 2014, when I was a fucking senior in high school. If you can believe that shit. So, yeah. Yeah. But I recommend the Xbox version of that game, because some of the games just run better on the Xbox version. Like Primal Rage, for example, and fucking Wizards of War. Run better on that version than they do on the PS2 version. Then we got Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I don't have Budokai 3, but I do plan to pick that one up one day. One of these days. We'll see. But yeah, this is Budokai 2. You can't go wrong with some DBC Budokai action. And, of course, Budokai 1, which was also a pickup 2 years ago. You know, they're good games. You love the show, then I recommend it. Of course, now there's probably better DBC games out there, but these two are still good. Family Guy, the video game, the very first Family Guy video. There was another one that came out for the PS3 and 360 like 7 years later, but this came out in like 2005, 2006. I want to say right around there, right when they brought the show back from cancellation, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. It was only a couple bucks. Yeah, look at that. Look how bad this case is, man. Yuck. Then we got the GTA shit. We got GTA Liberty City Stories. Right here, that's complete. Liberty City Stories. San Andreas, which San Andreas, the one that aged the best here. Here, San Andreas is classic. Very memeable game, too. A lot of memorable memes with that one. GTA Vice City. And, of course, GTA 3. GTA 3, which came out at a time when I think this came out right after 9/11, I want to say. So they censored some parts of the game a little bit to not reflect on what had happened during 9/11, obviously. So in some ways, because the game actually does take place in Liberty City, and this game did come out in 2001, and Liberty City was their version of New York City, essentially. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, you know, classic, what I gotta say. Very good, heard very good things about it. I actually got around to buying a loose disc in 2019. I just had the case for a while. But, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, you know, why not? It's a Hideo Kojima classic. Same with Part 2. Part 2 is also pretty decent. It's a stealth kind of game. But I do have the first one on the PS1. It's with my PS1 games. But Metal Gear Solid 2 was also pretty good. And this came out like 2 to 3 months after 9/11. So, of course, just like with GTA 3, they had to censor some stuff around to not reflect on 9/11, essentially. So, yeah, there's that. Boy, video games that came out in 2001 and during, like, before and after 9/11. Anyway, next one up is Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, it's classic, I want to say. And Kingdom Hearts 1. No, I did not pay $4 for this. I paid like 10 or 12. But no, if I paid $4 for the first game, that's going to be fucking lit. If at a Goodwill, that's nice. Nice. Then we got Pac-Man 2 The New Adventures, which I used to own on GameCube years and years back, but I don't anymore. So, yeah, that's that. Then we have True Crime Streets LA. I think the Xbox version graphically is probably going to be the best looking version, I think. Out of the 3 versions that did come out, I need to get the OG Xbox version of that. And of course, second of that being, or actually no, the PC version is going to probably be the best looking version of them all. The second of that being the OG Xbox one, of course. But yeah, this is a classic, certified hood classic right here. It's like GTA, but instead of playing as a criminal, we play as a cop, and it's a good game. I recommend it. I check it out. True Crime New York City, on the other hand, I hear it's not quite as good. Not quite as good, but I haven't played it, but I might take some time and play it one day. I was thinking about getting it on Xbox at 1.2, the OG Xbox. Then we got Fire Pro Wrestling Returns. You know, yeah, it's okay. It's an alright game. And, of course, Ace Combat 4 Shatter Sights. Fire Pro Wrestling, the series started off on the TurboGrafx 16, if you can believe that. You know, aka the PC Engine in Japan. Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore. This is the version I was familiar with first until I got the Dreamcast version around 2020. But I got this in 2015 when I was in my last few months of high school. I played this. And this got me through a very difficult time in my life at the time, which I'm not really going to bring that up right now because, yeah, a lot of painful memories regarding my senior year in high school and, you know, 2015 as a whole for me. But, anyway, this was actually a PS2 launch title. And actually, this had very different music compared to the Dreamcast version. Like, the music, like, they've changed some music around for the PS2 version. So, yeah, I'd say this is a pretty decent fighting game. I really recommend it. But, of course, the Dreamcast version is my preferred version now. Anyways, this is Title Legends, the very first one. And to this day, I have not gotten around to getting Legends 2. I really need to make time to get Title Legends 2. But, yeah, this is a good collection of Title arcade games. My favorite games on here has to be Ninja Kids and Thunder Fox, and the first Rastin, those 3, and even Space Invaders, the very first one. I think those are like my 4 favorite games on this collection. So, yeah, that's a good collection right there. Then we got Rugrats Royal Ransom. I know everybody, I mean, if you're a Rugrats fan, I know anyone who's a fan of Rugrats might have liked this game at one point. But as for me playing this game, sorry, I'm not really the biggest fan of this game. I really am not. Sorry, guys. Sorry. But, you know, yeah, if I grew up with the game, I probably would have said something different about it, but I don't know, I didn't really like it all that much. But anyway, that's that. And I used to be a big fan of the show growing up too as well. Oh, as well with the first 3 seasons and maybe it's a little bit of the later seasons as well. But yeah, but I'm surprised there was never even a Rugrats game for the 16-bit consoles when the show was in its prime at the time. Like, I was surprised there was never a Rugrats game for the Super Nintendo or the Sega Genesis. Real Monsters got a fucking Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis game. Why not Rugrats? But yeah, but anyways, let's move on to the next one. This is Mafia, the very first one. Haven't played it, but I heard good things about these games. I heard the remaster for like the remasters though, I heard are not that good. Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland. Hadn't played it. It was a hand-me-down. We're down to a few more games left, guys, so bear with us. Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill 30. And the Call of Duty games, we got Call of Duty Finest Hour. Let's put that shit right here. There we go. Call of Duty 2 Big Red One. Call of Duty 3. And Call of Duty World at War Finest Hour. And of course this one is complete. I have no need to play this one. I don't know why. I might maybe donate this one of these days to Goodwill. We'll see. And then over here we got Open Season, which was a 99-cent deal at Goodwill. No, not Goodwill. I actually got this at Frankensons for 99 cents, if you can believe that. Yeah, so for like less than $1, man. Like, holy shit. But yeah, I have it. Then I got SSX, the original. By the way, Open Season, I've seen the movie before, the very first one, but I haven't seen that movie in ages. So yeah, the game itself is just whatever. I only got it because it was dirt ass cheap. Then we got Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Yeah, used to love this game on GameCube. I gotta play it. I gotta make time to actually beat that game one day. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. That was actually very good from what I played. I think that one's like a beat 'em up, I guess. Not a beat 'em up, but more hack and slash kind of. All right, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Unfortunately, this one doesn't really work all that good. Actually, no. This isn't 2006. This is actually the first SmackDown vs. Raw. I need to find a loose disc for 2006. But other than that, you know, I have it. Then this is also a Goodwill pickup 2 years ago. This is Beach Volleyball Summer Heat. I played a little bit of it. It's alright. It's an alright game. It's like a alright game to play, to waste some time, I guess. To waste a good couple hours, I guess. Even with friends. I think it might be a fun game with like friends and family. Alright, then we got NBA Ballers. This was also like a very cheap pickup. This came out in 2004. Yeah, that tells you the time period this came out in. So yeah. NBA Ballers is alright. From Russia with Love, 007 with Sean Connery as James Bond. You know, this game's actually pretty good. I gotta make time to actually beat this one. I will probably try to make time to beat this game one day. It's actually very solid for a 007 game. Yeah, I probably can't touch GoldenEye in some areas, but it's still a pretty decent game. And I don't have that one. I do plan to look for an actual physical copy, even though I can already play it on my Xbox via Game Pass, 007. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game of the movie. You know, if you're going to get this game, I recommend getting it on the 360. Plus, the 360 version is backwards compat on Series X and Xbox One, if I can recall, if I'm not mistaken. But, I could be wrong, but I think I saw something on there on the marketplace one time for the Series X and Xbox One and Xbox Series S. So yeah, Magical Pinel Quest for Color. Have not played it, but it was a hand-me-down. And I don't think you see this one very often. I haven't seen this game out in the wild. I don't want to say this game's rare, because I could be wrong. I don't think it's rare. It's more on the uncommon side. Like, you don't see this one at all very often. But I have it. It was a hand-me-down. Another Goodwill pickup is Lego Star Wars, the video game. This was based off the prequel trilogy, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And they got that new one out. I think it's on Game Pass, too. So, if I want to play it on there, I could. It's based on the newer trilogy of movies. Then we got Wizardry, the Tale of the Forsaken Land. This was a Swap Meet pickup 2 years ago. Apparently, this game is super rare, allegedly. But, have not played it because my disc does not fucking work, unfortunately. I guess it helps that I only paid like $20, so go figure. Alright, last 3 games, you guys. Bear with us. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Personally, I like the first game more, but this was alright. I used to have a friend back in the day who used to be really obsessed with this game. Like, super obsessed to the fucking T, man. His obsession with this game is fucking crazy. I don't think he's obsessed with it that much anymore, but when we were growing up in middle school, he wouldn't shut the fuck up about this game every once in a while. No, buddy, if you're watching this, man, no offense. I just gotta bring that up, man. But, yeah, but anyways, it's an alright game. It's an alright game. You know, I recommend it. I recommend it, but I still think the first game's better. ATV Off-Road Fury 2, which I got for fucking $3. This was a $3 purchase at Goodwill in 2016 or 2017. I don't remember which, but yeah, yeah, you know, for a couple bucks, hey, I ain't gonna leave it. And last but most certainly not least is Full Spectrum Warrior, which is a pickup from 2 years ago at Goodwill. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like an RTS kind of joint, and I couldn't get into it. Well, you guys, that about covers it for my entire PS2 collection for 2023. What do you guys think of my collection? Comment what are your thoughts below. And this is Super Sega signing out. Peace out. I gotta get out of here. Have a good night, guys. Laters.